me see. Oh, okay. Shit, I don't know. Oh, I forgot how to work this thing. I forgot how to work this thing for real. Oh, whoa. It's crazy. Let me see some. Yeah. Uh, what is my password? I don't know what my password is. All right. Docs. Stats. Live. Okay. Oops. Might need a faster computer, but yeah. So I'm live again. Just trying to see what's going on. Oh man, hold on. What's the YouTube live control panel? Damn, I don't know how to. Let me see. What's my login on this? Hold on. First, let me see. That's funny, yo. Trying to see if the chat, what the chat looks like. Can I see the chat come up on the screen? Nah, I didn't see nothing. Okay, got a little delay. There it is. Oh, that's what's up, though. All right. Put the chat in so I don't have to log in. Sign into chat. I guess I would have to sign in through the to type on the computer. I guess so. That makes sense. But that makes sense. Hey, so how you doing, man? Right now, right now I'm just testing some things out. I haven't been live in a minute, so trying to get warm in this cold place. I'm glad it don't take too long to heat up. But Miss, if you looking and watching, hearing me, I would like to show you my little man cave setup one day. Show you this alcohol cabinet. I don't think I have the lights on right now. Damn, how do the lights work? I don't even know how the lights work, to be honest with you. But I got a whole little setup. This is my into the mind of a madman setup for me and with my little thinking man and my people listening to me. You know, uh, then I have another couple chairs that I think I showed you the picture of, to where when I want to interview a female guest, you know what I mean, I have a different little setups to get the little ambiance together. I don't want I wouldn't want females to be sitting in these gamer chairs. You know what I'm saying? I got two gamer chairs. The other one you can't see right now, but and I also have a couch in here. So if I want to do the couch look, or I want to do the gamer chair look, or especially with the women, I want to do like a nice little elegance of little elegant chairs or whatever. Even though I think I want to get bigger chairs, but I think they're a little tight. I don't know, just my aesthetic. They nice chairs, but I think I want to have a little bigger seating arrangement. I don't know, but anyway, you know, spent a little couple dollars to try to get it the professional look. You know what I mean? I don't want anybody coming in here just like it's just any old thing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too much money, but you know what I mean? I got a nice little camera set up, some mics, you know what I mean? Audio interface and all of that. I don't think anybody would come in here and think it would just any knockoff, any old thing, you know what I mean? I want, I got the alcohol, I got water. You could smoke, you could do edibles. Um, like I said, anything you would like to talk about, I'm here for you to talk. Anything I like to say, if we're having any type of conversation and it makes you go off on a tangent, I welcome that. If it makes you think about something else and you want to bring up another subject, I welcome that. Any particular thing you want to hash out regarding men, women, I welcome that. Uh Only thing I don't welcome is combativeness. Like I'm not really here to be combative with the women. I want a nice, healthy conversation with the women I speak to. I'm giving you the floor to speak. I would like for you to give me the floor to speak. Uh, any any reasons I'm asking, like why you think something, or to elaborate more on it. It's just a talking point that I may find value in, to where other people can hear it, or I can hear it in a more elaborate or thought out way, to go deeper into how you actually think and operate, knowing just a little bit about you, knowing a little bit about you. I like to hear your perspective on life and how you view things. And it's been interesting just to talk to you over the past couple weeks, I guess you want to say. You know, I don't know too much, but just the little things I find, the little things that questions that I ask you and the answers you give me, and just the things I pick up on by just seeing you move and how you move and how you handle yourself, operate. And the little bit of time I got to view you, you know, I just enjoy it. Nothing crazy. I'm not a crazy man. I'm just an observative man. And I guess similar to me, I like the quiet, the to themselves type of person. You know, I like that. So like when you tell me you're boring when you get home or you don't really do much, I'm the same way. So that doesn't deter me. It just more so intrigues me even more. So, like I said, more time with you don't really, it don't gotta be nothing crazy. I'm not trying to persuade you in any particular way. Just like I said, mentally I mentally the person I am, I find people, not even people, to be honest with you, females, I just am a lover of females. And when I find one, we all have our story to us, obviously, in life. We all have our story. But when certain things resonate with me and just how people carry themselves, it just makes me intrigued even more. So I don't really see you as a very flamboyant type of person and very out there. You may be in certain instances like going to the strip club or whatever, you know what I mean? Which is all the way cool, you know what I'm saying? But you may be who you are, however you are at any given moment. But that's the beauty in getting to know somebody and finding out more about a person, just knowing who they are in different elements, different situations, different around different people. Uh, what is it? Different circumstances in life. I find all that to be dope. You know what I'm saying? I find all that to be dope. So that's why, like I think I told you this like kind of the first time I spoke to you. Just seeing how you dress and all of that. That was just a one indicator to me that okay, I like how she's moving. And then after that, I just aware of my surroundings. Ain't nothing crazy. But anyway, my humble abode is open to you. Come meet the family or whatever, whatever. I don't know if how that sounds. That sounds crazy. But if you were to come, I guess you would meet my wife and kid. I'm not like I said, I'm not a crazy man, so you don't have to worry about like any type of secrets or something like that. I don't move like that. So just so you're aware, I'm very open to what I'm doing, how I'm moving. That ain't never an issue. You know what I mean? But I'm just up right now, yo. I ain't been in here in months, yo. Well, I'm lying. I've been in here. I did the show with my wife's cousin, but far as me on a personal and doing a show myself and getting my perspective out to the world, I ain't did it, yo. This is very time consuming, and sometimes you just gotta find the right time. And when you work two jobs, and I work two jobs, and I come home and try to get some rest on the weekends, I don't be trying to do this shit. I be wanting to, but I be like, fuck all that. I ain't doing it. So I admire people who got that tenacity and make money off this, but I can't do it, yo. I want to 2025. I want to do it more consistently. I do want to do it more consistently in 2025, but it's this shit is it's time consuming. I ain't gonna lie to you, but this is the setup. This is the setup. Hopefully you'll join me one day. Hopefully you'll join me one day. Just to let you know, it is legit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is legit. It is legit. Oh man, my man cave. Yo, but like I said, if you know anybody who n- uh n- talks flat Earth, I have questions for them. I'm about to do a show right now. I guess when I get off this live, I'm gonna do a show or a little blog on it. Ain't gonna be too long, but I just got a couple of questions for the flat Earth people. I got a couple questions, man. Yo, the flat Earth is crazy to me because I'm. It's not necessarily I'm against it. You know, I grew up in a United States public school education, so you know they taught us that the Earth was round. You know, now flat Earth is a big thing now. So I really just am intrigued by certain points of view in it. And yo, you know what I wanted to I asked you, I don't know if you heard me today, but you were saying Trump at it again. I wanted to know what was he at? What was the latest news with the Trump situation? But I don't think you heard me. So I mean, we'll talk about that another day. And you know, I want to see. I had a conversation for you today, but I oh yeah, I feel people energy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just at a point in life where all I want is peace. So when I feel your energy or I see your energy, not really where I think you should be at or whatever, even though I don't like to see it or I want to help or whatever that is in me. But just me, I just like to give people their space. You know what I'm saying? I like to, so when I come up to you, ask you, hey, you know what I mean? I feel like your energy off or whatever. Can I have a conversation a certain type? If I really don't want to be in a funny type of mood when you're not in a funny type of mood because you might not just be in a funny type of mood today, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like at a point in life where I try to be respectful for people's energy and not to be taken because you know I'm a thinker. I think you're a thinker too. I think that reading thing is dope to me. You know, I want to get my daughter on that. Like that's kind of how I'm trying to raise my daughter to be in love with reading and just I want her to read so much. That's my that's my goal. But off on a tangent. But when I say giving somebody their space, I want to have a conversation about can we have a conversation. See what I'm saying? I'm like I said, I like to be a respectable dude, and I don't I don't never want to be uh trying to come off as being funny in a time where you just like I'm not I'm just not feeling like being funny today. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I felt. So I asked. You was like, I'm good, but I don't really know how to take I'm good. To be honest with you, I didn't really know how to I don't know what that means. So but anyway, you know what I mean? We still talk. Still had a great day. I appreciate the help. I appreciate you. I appreciate the teamwork. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate your energy. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the energy. I respect the energy. I respect the work ethic. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just like I said, I'm just at a place in time where I just want to be respectful to everybody's who they are in the moment. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to force anybody to do more than they wanna then they have to do it at any particular moment. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am today. I wasn't always like that, to be honest with you. But in my later years in life, you know what I'm saying? I just wanna I just wanna just be that guy. You know what I'm saying? To where I just want to be that guy to where you know it's just a safe place. He's 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 safe and and how he handles me. I mean, this what you would be saying in your brain, like he's safe in how he handles me, how he handles my feelings, how he doesn't try to do too much or do too less. That's why I have the conversations. That's why it's the middle ground is the conversation. It's not like I see your energy, all right, let me stay away. You know what I mean? Because I think that's not right either. So if I see your energy and I'm like, all right, she might have had whatever, whatever, or at least from my perception, you know what I'm saying? Not that even you feel like that, just my perception of things. Let me just go not stay away because I think you're having a bad day. Let me go talk to you. Let me express how I feel. Hey, I'm feeling this. How you feel about this? You go, nah, I'm not with it today. Cool. All right, let's just do work or whatever if you want to say that. But that's how I'm carrying it. So I never will want you to feel like I'm keeping away, or I don't never want you to feel like I'm I'm doing too much. It's a fine balance, and like I said, that balance is the conversation. In 2025, that's just what I'm on. I'm on good vibes, even in bad times. We all need in our what is it? Not darkest times, but even in our darkest times, but in our moments where we want that I want to be to myself type of thing. When we are in that I want to be to myself type of energy, I want us to I want us to still have that conversation and knowing that it's still comfort. Even in my bad days, he still brings me comfort. You know what I'm saying? Even as a friend, obviously. You know what I mean? Obviously as a friend, but I'm just trying to be the best. To be honest with you, I ain't been a good friend all my life, yo. Not that I've been a bad friend, but this was a conversation they had on the Joe Button podcast. Are you a good friend? What's the makings of a good friend? And I might speak about that, yo. I might have to do a show on that too. The makings of a good friend. Am I a good friend? I think I'm a cool friend. I don't know if I'm the greatest friend. I got friends who may from time to time ask me to do things for them, whatever, whatever. Be there for them in any particular way, whether it's financially or physically showing up somewhere or whatever. And I do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the friend to call you all the time, checking on you. Uh, I don't know. I just show up when I show up. I show up when you call me, to be honest with you. When I'm called upon, I show up. Am I putting forth the effort to be there just all around the clock? Nah. I mean, for a long time, I don't know if I would say I would be what you would call a good friend, but I'm I'm cool to have. I'm cool to have as a friend. I would say I'm cool to have as a friend. But far as I don't, the only person I speak to consistently every day is my wife. After that, I speak to my daughter. Then after that, it is nobody. Everybody else is just random. My mom, my dad, my brothers, sisters. If it ain't a birthday and I'm calling them or something like that, a holiday, it is nobody I speak to in life consistently outside of work. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know if friend is a thing. I mean, for me, I'm not really family oriented like that, friend oriented. I'm really just me oriented. Oh man, it's crazy. Life is crazy when you think about it. When you start thinking about your own life, shit be crazy. Yeah, shit be crazy yeah, sometimes, when you think about your own life. But I don't know, I just like I don't know. I be trying to put it together, man. I be trying to put it together. Yo, shit is moving. Life is moving fast, yo. And shit. Life is moving, bro. My daughter about to be 10. That's crazy. Yo, our kids about to be 10 this year. 10, 9. Whew. It's life, yo. She want a pool party. I gotta get a I gotta go find a pool somewhere. Somebody Airbnb with a pool. Luckily her birthday's in the summertime. So I mean, it ain't next up on the list, but that's in July. But oh man, next up is what Valentine's Day. Yeah, I just thought about it today. I think I'm gonna buy my wife's bottles of alcohol for Valentine's Day, and I want to set it up. I don't know. I might do like I did a basketball for, but I might buy like a basket with bottles with chocolate and flowers or some shit like that. Like you like have you ever seen on like TikTok or something? Well, I don't have TikTok, but on Instagram Reels or something or whatever, they make bouquets out of different things. Like I seen somebody make like a sneaker bouquet or whatever. I think I'm make an alcohol bouquet, some shit like that. I don't know. It's working in my mind right now. So I'm gonna give my wife a couple bottles for her alcohol cabinet because she keep bothering me about mine. Yo, women, bro, you gotta love them though. I love them though. I- that's my. Just so you know, that's my what I call it. I call it like my boyfriend flaw. Like that's my flaw as a boyfriend that I love women and I can't see myself without women. And my wife knows this, but that's like my that's like my biggest flaw as a boyfriend. Just I can't see myself without other women in my life. Not sexually, obviously. I mean, it's not obvious, but if you know me, it's not a sexual thing. It's a mental energy thing. Like I just love to be around women. And it's something I'm trying to shake a little bit. I'm trying to shake it. But it's hard, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's one of the hardest things, cause I'm just a believer in the the second thing next to breathing, or some or not. Let me rephrase that. Something that is as natural as breathing to me is the energy between a man and a woman. It's like it can't be faked. It can't be it can't be like put away. It's like you breathe, you know what I'm saying? Like when you breathe, you just do it. So the natural energy between man and woman it's just that. You know what I'm saying? Like when we get into relationships and all of that, we try to curve it to a degree. You know what I'm saying? We trying to honor our commitments and all of that. So I understand that. But I think that's why I'm always just a believer. That's why men cheat. Most men cheat because we put these stipulations that they can't have, they can't be around other women, or um they can't interact with other women. And the same thing vice versa with men and women, right? With their girl or whatever. And not that that belief, not that that brings on cheating. It just you start to fight something that is natural, is what I'm saying. That's the beginning fight of just the natural. I believe less people, not, I mean, I got a whole nother tangent about just men not liking women and they just really like vagina and they don't really like women. That's a whole different conversation that I might have a show. If you look through my channel, you might see that. But that's a whole different conversation. I'm just talking about just the natural chemistry between men and women. If you try to curb that, or you try to like hinder that, it just brings a natural uh what is it, resistance too. So we both, you know what I mean? It's only it only takes, when you try to remove other people, right? I guess the best way I could do is use myself. So like if I can't deal with other women, right? I can't talk to them. I can't be around them. I can't just have that energy in my life. I think when I do get it, it makes it even more of a, or I need to have this even, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't know, shit, again. It's hard to explain, but I just think it brings a natural, when you hold something back for so long and then you get a little taste of it, you just want to jump out there because it's good to you, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So, not that, like I said, it's not the end all be all to treating, but I think it helps my cheating appetite, along with the fact that I'm not I don't look at women as sexual objects. You know what I'm saying? I look at women as great human beings, and just the energy, like I said, the energy, how they smell, how they think, how they sound, all of that, like the whole package of a woman, more than just what they can bring sexually, you know what I'm saying? So with me meeting my wife and she allowing her allowing me to have certain relationships and being comfortable in that, and the fact that I'm not gonna fuck up to a degree where I'm cheating. You know what I'm saying? That 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 amount of leniency and that amount of trust, that amount of love and understanding, all of that, that just, it just allows me to that much more. It allows me to go, okay, I can't fuck that up, type of thing. You see what I'm saying? So now it's a thing of, I mean, because the natural sexual desires is there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I like to say my dick works. You see what I'm saying? My dick works, so I'm gonna have sexual desires. I'm not that at that point in life where my dick don't work. So my dick works, so I'm gonna have sexual desires, but I don't have to act on them because for one, it'll fuck up my house because I think we had the conversation of, you know, even if everything's put on the table, once sex is happening and that sexual energy is exchanged, it's just a different level of emotions you got to start dealing with that I'm not trying to deal with because it fucks up my household, and I'm just not trying to deal with crazy girls. That's just not who I am in life. I'm not trying to do all that, but I like this freedom, yo. I like the freedom to just interact with women to a certain degree and be able to come home to the family and have that interaction and integrate the two at some point, you know what I'm saying? Have whatever come over to the house and do a show, come over to the house and participate in game night and be like, yo, this is the homie from work or whatever. You know what I mean? All of that, all of that. And just with that, you do have to have a certain level of restraint sexually. Because like I said, it is natural, you know what I'm saying? My dick work. I mean, that's the best way I could say it. You know what I mean? If my dick didn't work, then I mean, it would be different, but it would be different. But yo, shit crazy, yo. Sometimes you just gotta be live, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta be live, getting your getting your thoughts out. I think that's the best thing about the best thing about this, yo, is you can just get your thoughts off. And that's what they were saying about TikTok. And I do understand. I don't know if I wanted to do a show on the TikTok situation. Cause because I do understand, you know, a lot of people are making money off TikTok. I do understand that a lot of people are finding a way to supplement or not even supplement being being their main income and not have to like clock into a 9 to 5 or do hard labor or whatever and it just be their everyday life or just something that they love to do, you know what I'm saying? So when you find something you love to do versus going into a place where you don't love it or you might have once loved it or you do love the work but you don't love the people, all of that, you know what I'm saying? I do get it. And then, I heard all of the arguments of, TikTok pays way more, the algorithms is way different than Instagram or YouTube or whatever. So like I said, I don't know if I wanted to make a show because I mean it ain't my argument to have because I don't even know. I the only thing I don't understand, only thing I don't understand about this whole selling of TikTok thing is how do you get somebody to sell their product? Like how do you get somebody to sell the ownership of their product? Like I think that's just a very I've always looked at it as a very arrogant stance of the United States. Even I mean, not that it's China, just anybody, just like I own this company, and and I'm not even a part of your society's societal system. So it's like it's different if you're in America. Like if they were saying this to an American who was somebody in this American society and they can be like, well, we're gonna tax you more, we're gonna interrupt your housing or whatever the whatever they can do else to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? But that don't work if you're China. You're a company in China, based in China, or whatever. How do you go, yo, you have to sell this or we're not going to sponsor you anymore, or we're not going to allow you to be in our country? Like, okay, we got 170 million users in the US. Obviously, somehow they're generating money from it, right? So you're 170 million down in revenue, right? So I understand that from the Chinese perspective. Like, damn, I would be losing whatever that revenue is. But the 170 million users are losing that revenue as well. Or let's say out of the 170 million people, only 25 million really make any amount of real money from it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is just using it, but 25 is making some significant amount of money just to say, even pay a phone bill. You know what I'm saying? Pay a water bill or whatever. Because, most people are just looking at TikTok and not necessarily being a user where they're putting up enough content to just really be making real money from it, right? That's just the reality of just all of this shit. YouTube, Netflix, Tubi. Like, anybody could put a movie on Tubi, but everybody's not putting a movie on Tubi. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? But back to the TikTok, it's like, yeah, you're losing this revenue, but they're losing revenue. But we have users all across the world, and we have the data that we need already. I just don't get it. I like that would be my show topic or whatever, my blog or whatever you want to call it. I don't really like to call it a podcast because I think a podcast is more than one person in my brain discussing whatever variety of topic or wooden topic or whatever. But and a podcast, if by I think by technical terms, is something that is like an audio experience. Really, I only do my show and put it out on YouTube. I'm not on all platforms. I don't scream like and subscribe. I don't really care about all of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about like and subscribe. Like I said, this is a hobby for me. But I just don't get it. I don't get the arrogance of that. That to me is just an arrogant stance to sell China or a company in China. You have to sell your product that you built up from the ground to us because we don't want you to have the data. Like, it's the same. It's similar to the move they pulled with Mark Zuckerberg. You know what I'm saying? How they brought him to the Senate. You know what I mean? The Congress or whatever. Not the Senate. The House, the Congress, to put him on the stand because he was gathering so much data with Facebook and all of that. Like, bruh, I figured out the Facebook thing a long time ago, but I just don't get the TikTok thing. I get the TikTok thing. I just don't get the arrogance of thinking you're gonna bully somebody from a whole nother country to do what you want. I just don't get that part. That would be my take. I might put it out. I might do a little short video on that or whatever. But the Mark Zuckerberg thing with Facebook, I think that is this. I don't think the Facebook is a security thing. Facebook is a facial recognition thing. You got to think. You got to think with Facebook, right? Facebook allows you to put a name with a face, with a thought process, with friends and family, with associates, with people you work with people you went to school with. So you kind of building a person's whole what is it? Family structure, friend structure, whatever that word is. Facebook built, like, they got the data for a real person's whole life. You get what I'm saying? They probably got their real name at first, where they went to school, who they was friends with, where they work, who their mother and father is, who they grew up with. That was like the Facebook structure. You see what I'm saying? So the government seen that, and they wanted that, because the government, there's no face to the government. Like, when you're born, you're given a birth certificate and a social security number, and you technically, in a sense, far as the United States government, in a sense, just work with me here. You really only show up when you like 14 to 16, when you start working again, and you put that social security number to use, if your parent didn't use it to do bills and all that. You know what I'm saying? You know, that struggle thing. But so you can't put the social security number with a face per se. You know what I'm saying? You put it with a footprint from a birth certificate. If that's linked together, I don't even know how that much is linked together. But you know what I'm saying? You literally don't link your birth certificate with your social security number, with your address, until you get like an ID card. You got to go to the DMV with all of these proofs of verification. And then, when you like 14 to 16, trying to get your driver's license or driver's permit or whatever, you got to go with a parent, and you got to get a certain amount of points, or whatever the case may be, so you can identify yourself. You know what I mean? Even as an adult, you got to bring fucking utility bill and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? To the DMV, whatever. But and that's like the first time they can actually match a face to a person. You see what I'm saying? But if you don't do that, you're just a number in the system. You're just whatever your social security number is to a system. Outside of taxes, your parents do your taxes, and your parents do their taxes, file you as a dependent or whatever. But like I said, Facebook in general, for the most part, they got a face, a name, what you like, what you don't like, what you into. Like, they built the algorithm for you as a person, and that's what the government ultimately wants. They wanted that from Facebook. So that's why they were mad at Mark Zuckerberg, because he had more of a attachment to to the common person than the government. So that, to me, makes sense. Like, how do you have more information on this person than I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, even with, like I said, you go to work at 16, you get your worker's permit, then you got to use your social security number to work or whatever. Like, they know, the government is gonna know about you to a degree, but Facebook just knows, it knows a little bit more. You get what I'm saying? It just, what it, like Meek say, it's levels to this. It's levels to this. But that's what it's about, yo. So I understand. Understand that, and then I think, TikTok is the same. With the data, you get it. All of this now technology. I think Instagram, with all of these filters and stuff. You know, I'm. I don't think I'm even. I wouldn't call myself a conspiracy theorist, but I'm just a I think to me, I'm just a person who sees the world as it is, and just calls it as like a fourth grade, third grade person. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to complicate things that much in my brain. So, the Instagram and the different filters, and you could put the filter to make your face look older, younger as a baby, what you look like as a girl. All of these things to me are just the new way they'll do the sketch, like when like the police do sketches, and they're looking for somebody. Like instead of you having to tell how the person looked to a sketch artist, they're gonna start going through a person's um Instagram or whatever like that, and it's like they're collecting this data for these particular reasons. You know what I'm saying? So they'll like at least initially when they find a particular suspect that they think is good for a crime, and now they can like match a face to a name or whatever, then they'll start using, they use, what's their Instagram? All right, they used to, what I mean, this how they would look as a boy, this how they would look as a girl, this how they would look as a 70-year-old person. Like, how we see all of them morph sketches when we used to watch Cops or whatever these shows is, America's Most Wanted. I think it's just that's the natural progression of that. And I always tell people, I had this conversation with a few people, like when they turn your face into somebody else's face, that's really somebody else's face. That's somebody from, like, in an instance, I'm gonna take a picture of my face and put it into Instagram with a filter or whatever. And then somebody else in California, they're gonna put a picture of their face in Instagram because they use Instagram. And then when they say, "Who would you look like as a black man if I'm like, I'm black, so I want to see how would look as a white guy." I think they're transforming the white guy who uses Instagram in California, his face. They just kind of match it up, like, what I mean, like they do on these shows or whatever. They match up the cheekbones and the nose structure and whatever's similar, they just morph it to that other person. It's something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if that's conspiracy, but that's just me. Uh, it's a lot of topics. I ain't really think I was gonna go live like this. Just getting these thoughts out. I didn't think I was gonna go live like this, but Instagram is crazy. Uh, this flat Earth. The only thing I don't like to go live because this computer, it doesn't record the live at the same time. Like I can, but it'll slow the computer down or whatever. I gotta get a stronger computer. I need to get me. I need to pay for this money to get this MacBook, like I've been saying. But I got this little computer off Amazon for like 300. Shoots in 4K, allows me to shoot the 4K, but when I try to go live and record the live at the same time, it boggles down the computer. So, you gotta work with what you can work with, man. I don't be trying to do too much, but I'm gonna get me a. I could pay for it, but I don't be wanting. My priorities be different. That's why I don't like doing these lives because I can't come back later and chop it up like I want. I tried to do it before, but it came down when I tried to save it off of YouTube or whatever. It came down to like 720p or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting at 4K. I don't need it to come. I don't know. It was crazy, but well, I'm gonna have to find a way without doing that. But until I could record the live at the same time, I hate doing these lives like this. But It's good though. It's good that I can have a live on the channel, man. I could have something on the channel up for the people one day come across and I guess this how he was feeling tonight. Yo, it is 2025 just for anybody who sees this in the future. I'm shooting this January 22nd, 2025. It is currently 4:48 a.m. My little sister's birthday was yesterday. Call her, wish her happy birthday. I want to say happy birthday to you once again, little sister. Crazy, yo. It's crazy. I remember when we was kids. Wow. But oh man. I don't know. Should I move this over or we good? I think we good. The lighting is good. Um I don't know what's going on, yo. Sometimes you just gotta talk into the microphone. Pause. I mean, I'm a New Yorker at heart, you know what I'm saying? Not a Harlem boy, I'm a Brooklyn boy. I'm a Brooklyn boy. It may take some getting used to. But yo, for anybody who sees this at some point in time, if it's the near future, right? If you know any flat earth people, I have a couple of questions. Like I said, I'm not here to debate you. I'm here to get more knowledge. Even though I'm not saying that I agree with flat earth, I just need more knowledge of how you are like I get I get all mines from Lord Jamar, right? Not everything I know about flat earth from Lord Jamar, but just a lot of the talking points I'm getting from Lord Jamar, and I really want to talk to Lord Jamar just to really have a good conversation with him about this cuz I know he goes hard with it at this point. And like for one, I got to know I want to know how I mean, I understand the what is it that the diameter of the earth, right? How what the diameter of the earth is and how large the earth is and how far around the earth is. Y'all have a calculation of how big the earth is. So you should be able to calculate how far of a distance it would take for you to start to see a curve within the earth, right? I just I just wonder where you get the number from. Before like that would be my first. How do you get that number? Because you are against the curvature of the earth, right? You are against the round earth theory because you think it's a fraud, right? They're lying to you. So how like you don't use a lot of that ideology because you think it's a fraud, right? So you don't use that ideology, but you're using that number to determine when you should see a curve in the earth. And I don't know if I'm making sense. That's why I gotta actually talk to somebody and not like kind of do it in a blog. But what I'm trying to say is if you don't believe anything else, why do you take that number of how big the earth is to try to disprove that number? Does that make sense? Like I don't get that point, right? And then to me, I think the number is wrong, right? Because I seen Lord Jamal, like last week you had some flat earthers on your show because you got into it with another person, Dr. Professor Dave or something like that, when you was on Godfrey's show. You got into it and all of that. So you had brought somebody on your show. You brought two dudes on your show, and they said this number, right? And then he said he was trying to disprove the curvature of the earth, right? And so he went to a frozen lake and he put some light markers on this lake, and he shot a he took a camera to look out on it, and then his numbers, like his the lights actually showed a curve because he put one at like 5 miles, 7 miles, and 10 miles and 15 miles or something like that. And he his by his experiment, you see the curve of the earth, not the curb, the curve of the earth. But then he says, but the numbers should be greater. So is it, to me, I believe the experiment is flawed anyway, just because the terrain of the earth, even if you're using a frozen lake, it's like, I would say on a smaller scale, right? If you took a block of ice in, like, what is it, like the ice tray, if you poured water in the ice tray, who's to say like the ice cube is perfectly cubed or whatever? You see what I'm saying? I don't even know, but I'm understanding, like, if you're using a frozen lake, what's to say the water level is not higher or lower because it's terrain, it goes with the terrain of the earth. I don't think, I know our perception as humans, we see the ocean as a leveled playing field, but I just don't think it's level. But whatever. The frozen lake is supposed to be level altogether, right? In your experiment. But if you do see a curve for as from 5 miles to 10 miles to 15 miles to 20 miles or whatever, if your experiment is showing a curve, but you're saying it should be a greater curve, you're still wrong because it should be flat. Like this is from your experiment. Like I just, that in itself, like you cancel yourself out to me, but it just didn't make no sense. But like I said, how do you, like how are you using their numbers to decide the curvature of the earth? To me, I would think their numbers is wrong. In my brain, right? I'm not saying, I'm not a scientist, like I said, just a regular person. In my brain, to see a curvature within the earth or on earth or whatever you want, however you want to say it, to actually see the I would think the distance would be, to me, how big the earth is, from me being a driver, like I'm a truck driver, right? So I've driven from North Carolina to California. I've driven from New York to Florida and all over, right? I've driven. Now, you don't drive straight, right? Because you got to go through mountains, through valleys. Roads don't go straight from here to California. They go left, right, up, down, whatever, right? But anyway, the states, like, you still understand that states are long. It doesn't take 3 minutes to get through the state of Texas. You get what I'm saying? It takes 10, 12 hours depending on, it might take 15 hours depending on if you're going from Houston to El Paso and whatever, on 10 or whatever, right? These states are big. The landmass of America is big. America is, they say three Americas fit in Africa. They say like they're like, I don't know, like you get what I'm saying. Like the earth is huge, right? So to me, before you see the curve of the earth in my brain, I don't care what the numbers may say of how the big the earth scientists may think it is, or wherever they got that number from. I'm thinking before you see a curve in the earth, a significant curve where you really like are looking at a curve, it would probably be from here to California. You see what I'm saying? Like that distance. Because the if the earth is around, not that it would necessarily be flat, but part like the circumference, like the smaller of a circle is the, like when you draw a circle, right? When you draw a circle, if you draw a small circle, if you draw a small circle, right? The quicker you curve it, you know what I'm saying? So if the curve is huge, I think there's more of this going on, like straight to make the circumference bigger. You get what I'm saying? So it would appear to be flatter, flat for a second. You know what I'm saying? It would the how big certain parts of the circumference would be appear to be flattened more than a curve, because if you curve it too soon, the circumference is smaller. So you have to like flatten it out to make a bigger circle type of thing. You get, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying. I would have to talk to somebody, but these are just my thoughts and my questions. So when you're trying to make a bigger circumference, it was like if you draw a circle, right? You be small, 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 and then the more big you make the circle, the flatter your hand goes like this. You know what I'm saying? You gotta continue to flatten it out to show the flatness with, and then the terrain, the mountains and the valleys and whatever. You're not gonna necessarily feel like me standing on my sidewalk in front of my house. I'm not gonna see clear across to California. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just that part to me is just the mathematics is all wrong, and I just hate that. To me, to disprove or to disprove that the curvature of the Earth, y'all are using the same scientific numbers that y'all are against in other instances. It just doesn't make sense. The logic is flawed to me. So that's one part of the flat earth theory that I kind of just trying to get an understanding. The second part of the flat earth theory is I get I get the you can't get water to stick to a ball. You know what I'm saying? And Lord Jamar, you want somebody to bring a demonstration to you where the ball sticks to the water sticks to the outside of a ball because you're trying to disprove gravity. But the what the doctor Dave or whoever else was may have expressed this to you, which I understand it. If gravity is real, say gravity is real, it would be hard or it would be impossible to stick to put water on a ball like in real life because gravity would pull it down. You get what I'm saying? So how would you set up a demonstration if we're actually still working with gravity? Like, so in a sense, you would have to it's like you need it's no way to disprove gravity by having gravity. Like you can't disprove at gravity and have gravity at the same time. Meaning, even if you put yourself in a vacuum, right? And now we understand, right? For the like Lord Jamal didn't know this, but I mean, I don't even think I knew this to this degree because even though my science teacher did it in school and junior high, it kind of just hit me when I seen this. But a vacuum, right, is a place of nothingness, I guess you want to say, right? That's what a vacuum is, or no, or is that a black hole? A vacuum is like a place with no air, I guess. The like even your vacuum that you vacuum the carpet with, it's not the suction that's the vacuum. The vacuum is the no air part where the whatever the vacuum picks up that it goes like the dirt goes. That's the vacuum. Like the vacuum is the nothing part. You know what I'm saying? So when you so say you go into a room, right? A vacuum that you have no is no air or nothing in this room. So you go into this room and you suck all the air out. You creating a vacuum, right? You g- but you're in the room with your like say I'm sitting in my man cave. I'm in my man cave in a air suit, right? Like a scuba diving suit or whatever. And then they suck the air out. Like say if that's possible, right? Without me going to pieces, because I think that would. I don't think I could live in a vacuum even in the suit. Maybe I don't fucking know. Maybe I need a astronaut suit. I don't know how the shit works. But anyway, I need. I'm in this room in the vacuum. They suck the air out, and now I'm gonna perform this test. Right, the water would float because I don't know if the water would float or what it would do because I'm thinking of space now. I don't even know. See, I don't even know how this works. I need this. That's why I need to speak to a scientist. I need to speak to this flat Earth person. But anyway, if I set up a ball with water, you vacuum the air out because now you need a place with no gravity. That's what the vacuum is for, right? You creating a place with no gravity because you can't do the water on the ball without gravity because gravity itself in this regular world will pull the water off the ball, right? So you need a vacuum to do this in, but then I don't know, would the water float? But then it's like, how can you disprove something once you remove it? I don't know, yo. Shit is crazy. I don't like how do you disprove gravity without removing what you think the elements that needs gravity to exist? I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of this shit, to be honest. I'm trying, yo. I need to talk to somebody with the flat earth, yo. I need to talk to somebody with the flat earth theory, yo. Because I need to understand it's a lot of things in this flat earth, yo. Because well the experiment because the experiment that my science teacher did in junior high. I don't know if you did it. You know what I mean? He put like a feather and like a rock in a vacuum or whatever, but it was air in it, right? He put it in a capsule with air. So when he flipped the thing, the rock fills and the feather like slowly just goes down. You know what I'm saying? Because the feather is lighter than the rock, so the air is floating down on the air and it eventually hits, right? So then he hooks the vacuum up to it like a vacuum, right? And he sucks the air out the capsule, right? Or whatever. He removes the air from the capsule. So now when you flip it, there's no air in it, right? He creates a vacuum, a room with no air or whatever. And now, so when he flips it, the rock and the feather falls at the same speed. You see what I'm saying? Because he removed the air. So if you did that with the water, that's what I'm saying. Would you if you did that with the water? I don't know if it floats or I don't know, but I don't know. Shit weird. I just wonder how it would go. That's all. I need somebody to explain how would you pull it off? Because you can't do the demonstration. You can't do that demonstration because gravity exists. And let's talk about this gravity. And I think it's 5 in the morning. I'm gonna end it on this gravity point. I'm gonna end this on this gravity point, yo. The gravity point to me is gravity is a constant. It's a constant. I mean, if gravity is real, I'm not I don't even want to talk if gravity is real or fake. I'm just saying, let's go with if gravity is real, right? Gravity is a constant pressure. Whatever that foot pound per pressure is, it just is what it is. It could be 100, it could be 1,000. It is what it is, right? We're so used to it or whatever. It just is what it is. If my finger is gravity, right, and this is being held down by gravity. If I put this here and I push this here, this is not pushing against gravity. So it doesn't take anything to hold it down. Like I'm holding it down right now, right? I'm not trying to smash it. I'm not putting all my force on it or anything. I'm just simply holding it here. It's not pushing against me. It's not trying to run away. It's not trying to do anything. So it holds it down as it holds it down. You know what I'm saying? But it's still holding it down technically because my hand is on it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I put a piece of paper here and I put the piece of paper is not gonna move until I add like a wind portion. I put a fan on it, then it tries to blow away, but it's still not gonna blow away because my hand would be on the paper. You see what I'm saying? Now if I remove my hand, the paper will fly away. But as long as my hand is on the paper, it's not gonna move nowhere. You get what I'm saying? So that's gravity to me. Gravity is just whatever that is, just that constant pressure. Now, we all, birds, humans, water. I hate. Oh my gosh, this is why I need to talk to somebody about this gravity thing. The water part. Let me get to this water part. When they say, how does if gravity is so strong, how can it hold down so much water, the ocean, right? How can it hold down the whole ocean and it's so strong or whatever, whatever? It doesn't hold down the ocean. It doesn't. The ocean, like I said, the ocean, a calm ocean is calm and it's just wavering away, right? And gravity is just one constant. Waves, or like when surfers go surfing or the shit comes on the shore and you see waves and it hits against the rocks or whatever wave you want to say, waves are the force that goes against gravity. They come up. That like I feel like people, these flat earthers, from what I'm hearing, right? They don't even calculate waves as a force against gravity. You get what I'm saying? Like just because it's water and it's not what leaving the ocean, like it's not coming on land. Like if you have a 30-foot wave or 3-foot wave or 2-foot wave and it's going against and it's coming up, is rising, like a rising tide or whatever you want to say. It's going up against the rocks. Like it is water rising, pushing against gravity. It's not gravity because in water's instance, you're saying it like water is just this natural. It's just flat all the time. Water is not flat all the time. It's waves and it's ripples and it's all of that. So it's pushing against it. It's like us walking. Like in a sense, water is walking on water. Like when we walk, it's like sometimes you may jump or we just walk and we run and babies crawl and it's all pushing against gravity. You get what I'm saying? So I just hate that water point because I think just because water is making waves in water, they don't see it as pushing against water or coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like you like they use a butterfly, right? How does a butterfly go against gravity, but water stays now? Like water comes up too. Like like a butterfly can you can hold a butterfly down, but if you're using force to push against gravity, it doesn't take anything to go against something, but well, it doesn't take anything to hold something down that doesn't move. If it's not losing force to move anywhere, go left, right, up, down, whatever, it don't take nothing. But my hand still has a pressure to it. You see what I'm saying? My finger, which is gravity, still has a pressure to it. But the pressure is insignificant because my hand or whatever I'm holding down ain't trying to move. No way. But once you move, you just move it. You know what I'm saying? Once we walk, we pick up our foot. We go against gravity. Once a baby picks up his hand and try to crawl, and on his knees they crawling, they going against gravity. Once we run and jump, go against gravity. Once, you know what I mean? Once we move, we go against gravity. So the pressure of gravity could be point zero of whatever, I don't know, of a pound or whatever you want to say. But when something is falling, it's coming down because the gravity is, if it was no gravity like the moon, like I mean that's another topic if we went to the moon, whatever, whatever. But I don't know, yo. It's all crazy. It's all crazy to me, but I don't know, going against gravity and I just have I need to talk to a flat earther. If y'all know a flat earther, I need somebody to come holler at me. Because like I said, I want to believe, and I mean, I said I was gonna end on that gravity part. Hold on, let me get this out. Let me get this out. Listen, I know, I understand. Everybody has guns. Everybody ready to kill for their beliefs. Everybody is everything. I don't. I mean, I get it. I get it. Everybody is ready for everything. There has to be at least one rich flat earth person who's willing to die to prove that flat earth is right. That's just, it has to be one or two of y'all that is willing to die to prove flat earth is right. Because as we all heard, I mean, if you know about the flat earth theory, the earth is flat. there are ice walls at some point that the government won't allow you to see, and they got ships or armies or whoever to shoot you down and whatever, whatever. All of these rich men or women, just rich people who are flat earthers, can you please get on a plane, fly to the end of the earth with some firefighters, hook up your jet with some guns on them to ready to go to war, guns, TV satellite cameras, so we can see what it is. It's 2025. Somebody got to start making a move, yo. If the Earth is flat and the government or the governments don't want us to know for whatever reason, some of you got to die. Some of you have to die to prove the Earth is flat, yo. I'm tired of the theories. Most all, yo. I need somebody to be willing to die about this to prove that the Earth is flat. I need somebody to get on a plane. Elon Musk. I don't know if Elon Musk is flat Earth. I don't really know him that well. Or I bring him up to say Elon with SpaceX, he's shooting rockets into space. You might have thought they wouldn't allow Elon Musk to shoot rockets into space. He's Elon Musk. Who gave him the pass? He has the pass. Talk to whoever he talked to. I don't know. Somebody figure this out. Figure out how we can see, because all of these theories just to go against the earth is round or round earthers or whatever you call the 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 mind of the people, the regular common folk people who just believe whatever the government say, whatever the school books say, whatever you want to call us. I don't know. And I don't even say us as in me, because I'm open to the theory that the earth is flat. I'm so open that I'm trying to let you know. Please, somebody got to be willing to die about this. Somebody, please be willing to die about this. Cause I want to know for real. I want to know if we went to the moon, if we didn't go to the moon. I want to know if the earth is flat. I want to know if it's some goddamn ice walls at the ends of the earth that somebody don't want us to see. Uh we'll get to the theory of you going up in a plane and why you just can't, if the earth is moving at a certain speed, and like all of that is too much for me. All of the earth is going around the sun at a certain speed and it's on the axis, and all of this, and why is, if we're right side up and then China's on the other side of the earth, why they're upside down compared to us? Like all that's too much for my brain. Like I got my little questions, and I'm with all of that. Why the earth, if we're on a ball, then somebody got to be upside down. I'm with all of that. Trust me, I'm with all of the things. But certain questions, I got it. I want to just know, not have answered. I don't want to put it, because answered is combative to me. I just want to have your perspective on it, so I can gain a full perspective on what I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Or where I'm trying to get to in the knowledge of it. I want to know this, and like I said, ultimately, somebody, somebody flat earth has got to be rich. Please just go up, take your own pictures and your own SpaceX helicopter, or not SpaceX, but your own rocket ship. Go up, be willing to spend however millions of billions of dollars on three rockets, or I mean, yeah, three, four, five rockets. I don't goddamn know, 10 rockets, because you know once you get it up certain height, the government gonna shoot it down. S- Be like, be like, like be like people in the hood or something. Be like revolutionists. Like be like, yo, 3 of us, they might be able to take down. You know what I'm saying? But if it's 1,000 of us, they'll take down 1,000, but they can't kill 1,000 people all at one time, type of thing. I don't know what type of process you got to get to get it done. Make $100,000, or not $1,000, $100,000 rockets that you can shoot in the air with cameras and guns on them at one time, that the government don't have enough bullets to shoot down all of them at one time. So, because all we need is one picture. The government has been giving us, the governments have been giving us this one globe picture, right? Y'all saying is wrong. So all of y'all get together. You make 100 rockets. He makes 100 rockets. He makes 100 rockets. I don't know how much a rocket has to cost to go into space. I don't know what type of metals you got to use, what type of cameras you got to use. I don't know. We had a dude go into space and jump out, if that was even real. But I remember seeing the dude with Red Bull or something like that. He jumped out of the and he skydived from outer space, type of thing. Like I said, Elon Musk came out of nowhere in his life and made SpaceX, and he's allowed to shoot in his rockets in the sky. Some It gotta be some flat earthers with some type of money, some type of GoFundMe. Somebody can get on a plane, sit. I don't care if you get in a 747 and go fly right or left. I don't care. You're leaving from California, or you're leaving from New York, leaving from China. I don't care where you leave from. Get in a plane, sit in the cockpit, get a 747, sit in the cockpit, take pictures, make it some digital, be willing to get shot down in the 747, fly left or right, go to China, go to California, fly left or right, or whatever, and figure this thing out, yo. I'm gonna end it on that, man. And it's 5 in the morning. It's 5 in the morning. I'm gonna end it on that. I've been doing this for an hour and a half. I'm gonna have to do this blog over, but or I might just leave it right here, yo. This was my flat Earth blog. You know what I'm saying? This is what I've been wanting to say for years, since this whole flat Earth thing started. But somebody's just got to go in the 747. I don't get what's so hard about getting in the 747 and saying I'm flying to China, because you either go from LA or California or whatever and fly left, right? Technically, you're gonna fly left. Cause yo, I order from China all the time, yo, right? I order from whatever the website, Alibaba and all that. My packages say they come from Hong Kong, China, then they go to Anchorage, Alaska. I be watching the UPS. I watch the UPS notification, the tracking on my package. I'm like one of the people who every day I'm looking like, oh my god, where's my package? I'm that type of dude. So I see it go from Hong Kong, China to Sri Lanka or whatever. Then it ends up in Anchorage, Alaska. So to me, it's when you look at the map, it's crossing the date line. Like it's not. I'm saying that to say it's going from China to Anchorage, Alaska, right? It's not going from China to France to New York. You see what I'm saying? Going. It's not going west. It's going east, right? So they're crossing the date line from China to Anchorage, Alaska. They're going east. They're not going west. So where's the ice? I don't know where the ice wall would be, because they fly to Anchorage, Alaska from China all the time. Like, where's the ice wall at, yo? I don't know. Is the ice wall north and south, or is it east and west? Oh my god, I just thought of another question. Dang, hold on, I gotta do some more research because I never even. They telling me there's an ice wall somewhere. If the world is flat, how's my package going from China to Anchorage, Alaska? Are they? So would you be saying they're flying over France and all of like over Asia, like Europe back? They're flying west. Then they're gonna fly over New York. They're gonna fly over um North Dakota, South Dakota. They're flying east. No, they're flying west just to go to Anchorage, Alaska. Where's the ice wall at? Damn, damn. I don't know if I ever heard somebody who say where the ice wall was. I don't. Oh man, man. Y'all just gave me more. Y'all just gave me more questions, yo. Now I got to do some more research. I got to do some more research. Damn. I thought I. I thought I was done. Where's the ice wall? Somebody tell me where's the ice wall supposed to be? Because I've been watching my packages for years on UPS specifically. Specifically UPS. They go from China to Anchorage, Alaska. Then from Anchorage, Alaska, it goes to um I want to say Tennessee. I want to say it goes to Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, and then it ends up in like Charlotte. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. Whatever, but that's just the path of my packages when these people from Alibaba send my packages through UPS. That's the tracking that goes. I don't know. And then from Anchorage to like if I don't know, yo. I'm confused because from Anchorage, Alaska, it gets like when my package goes from China and goes to Anchorage, Alaska. Once it hit Anchorage, Alaska, it's at my door like that day. Like it's in Anchorage, Alaska at like say like 1 in the morning, and then I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. Then like my package is out for delivery that morning type of thing. So like that just I'm saying that to say if they were lying, right? Because there's an ice wall between China and Anchorage, Alaska. Because I always just thought the ice wall was it's flat, right? It's flat Earth. So we're here on in the Western Hemisphere. China's in the Eastern Hemisphere, and now it's flat. So it wouldn't be there. I don't I don't know. That's just in my mind how it always went. But oh man, it's flat Earth. Somebody get me with a flat earther, yo, because I just got more questions. But anyway, what time is it for real? It's 5:31. I'm out. Got to get my daughter to school. No, there's no school. It's snowing. So I don't know, yo. I'm just out. I gotta go. I gotta go. Look some up. Then I gotta go. I gotta Google where's the ice wall. Maybe some of y'all already knew this. Some of y'all may already known where the ice wall is at, but I don't know where the ice wall is at. So now I gotta find out where the ice wall is at. This is crazy. Damn. Hold on, I'm confused. All right, but anyway, I'm out. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I'm glad it looks good, sounds good. I'll be at work tomorrow. Snow ain't never stopped nobody. I'm from New York. You know what I'm saying? Holla at you. Peace.